Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh and greetings to everybody. Today, I shall present to you a conceptual paper with a title, Accounting Career in the Gig Economy, Opportunity, Challenge and Future Prospect. As we all know, accounting career is synonym to be considered as structured and stable formal employment. The job scope are very clear and commonly work with fixed working hours. While this model has provided job security and professional recognition, it is also associated with long working hours, high pressure environment, and rigid office-based structure. However, this conventional model has become increasingly unattractive to the younger generation, particularly Gen Z, who prioritize work-life balance. In response, many accounting firms have begun implementing flexible work policy to attract and retain young talent. In Malaysia, similar trends are evident as fresh graduates increasingly seek roles that support their desired lifestyle and personal growth. In this context, the gig economy shows a compelling alternative to traditional employment structure, particularly for the emerging Gen Z workforce. Gig-based accounting roles offer flexibility to choose when, where, and with whom they work, enabling them to align their career with personal value and lifestyle preference. It allows professionals to move away from strict schedule. This paper adopts a conceptual and literature-based approach aimed to explore gig-based career as a viable option for accounting graduate by addressing three key objectives. First, it seeks to identify the opportunity and challenge associated with gig-based accounting career. Second, it examines the key factors driving the increasing demand of this gig-based accounting career. The paper also evaluates the roles of the university in preparing accounting graduates for self-employment in this. This paper employs a conceptual research approach to explore the evolving landscape of accounting career within the gig economy. The study synthesized and interpret secondary source publication. A thematic analysis was employed to organize the literature into areas to support the objective of this study. The themes were developed to form the basis for conceptual framework. What is gig economy? The gig economy refers to a labor structure where people are employed on demand basis. The gig economic growth has drastically changed the nature of labor around the world, replacing traditional full-time position with flexible, freelance, and temporary contractual work. Gig work has allowed the underemployed and unemployed to move from full-time employment to a new online-based, flexible, however uncertain form of work. In Malaysia, the gig economy has also seen substantial growth, particularly among young and those seeking alternative income streams. Although accounting has traditionally been associated with structured full-time employment, the profession is increasingly adapting to the gig economy. Cloud-based accounting system, automation, and remote collaboration tools have allowed accountants to provide service virtually. Freelance platform now hosts thousands of accountants offering service ranging from bookkeeping to tax advisory. The rise of fintech solutions and user-friendly accounting software has further reduced barriers to entry, empowering independent accountants to manage clients remotely. Moreover, post-pandemic work trends have accelerated the acceptance of remote service delivery, encouraging more professionals, including accountants, to pursue flexible project-based employment. Continuing the next slide, we're going to fulfill the objective of this study by answering the research question. Research question 1, what are the opportunities associated with gig-based work in accounting profession? Gig-based accounting presents numerous opportunities for graduates entering the profession. One of the most cited benefits is flexibility. This flexibility aligns with Gen Z value, particularly their preference for autonomy, meaningful work, and work-life balance. Additionally, gig work allows graduates to gain exposure to diverse clients and industry, thereby broadening their skill set and enhancing career adaptability. Freelance accounting also fosters entrepreneurial thinking as graduates must learn to market their service. This self-driven career model offers a compelling alternative to those delusionalization with traditional rigid career path in accounting. Next, for challenge and barrier associated with gig-based work in accounting profession. A primary reason is income instability as freelance work often lacks predictable revenue stream. Another challenge is the lack of job security and employees' benefits such as health insurance, paid leave, and retirement plan. This places greater responsibility on gig workers to manage their own social protection. Legal and regulatory concerns also present barriers, particularly around tax compliance, client confidentiality, and licensing requirements across different jurisdictions. Many freelance accountants must navigate this issue without institutional support. Furthermore, the lack of professional structure can affect professional identity and career progression. The rise of a gig-based career in accounting fueled by several interrelated technological, economic, and social forces that reshape the profession. Technology plays a central role in enabling the gig economy within accounting. Cloud-based accounting platforms such as Xero, QuickBooks Online, and Wave Accounting allow freelance accountants to manage client data securely and efficiently from any location. This technological shift has allowed freelance to focus on higher value services like advisory and financial planning, which are in increasing demand in the gig space. Clients, particularly startup and small medium enterprise, now demand greater flexibility, affordability, and real-time access to financial expertise. Many are no longer interested in long-term retainer with accounting firm and instead prefer a on-demand service that offer immediate and specific solution. This shift has created a demand for gig-based accountant. Additionally, the COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the shift to digital and remote service, which normalized the use of virtual platforms. The growth of the gig economy in accounting also supported by broader socio-economic trend. The rise of entrepreneurs and SMEs have created demand for flexibility and cost-effective financial service. Generational preference. Generational preference also play a significant role. Millennial and Gen Z profession prioritize flexibility, autonomy, making the gig economy an attractive career model. The global nature of digital marketplace has further expanded the reach of gig accounting, and digital platforms allow accounting profession to connect with clients around the world. However, with the rise of flexible work model, there is an urgent need for the institution to realign academic program with industry demand, especially for those intending to pursue self-employment on gig-based route. In Malaysia, despite the growing gig economy, many public universities still emphasize employment in audit firm, tax agency, and government agency. A study by Wahid et al. Found that only a few, which is less than 30% Malaysian accounting students, felt confident in pursuing self-employment due to a lack of entrepreneurial education in their program. Therefore, curriculum review may seem necessary to meet this requirement and narrowing this gap. Digital tools have become foundational in gig-based accounting. Proficiency in cloud-based platform, automation tools, and data analytics software is critical for success in freelance role. Higher education institutions are increasingly needed to integrate these tools into coursework through partnership with industry platforms. Gig accountant must manage irregular income, skill not typically covered in standard accounting courses. Teaching financial literacy, including personal budgeting, tax planning, and compliance with statutory requirements, is vital for preparing students to operate as independent service provider. Entrepreneur education that focus on freelancing, personal branding, pricing strategy, and client relationship are also important for developing confident, market-ready gig accountant. In conclusion, while gig-based accounting presents an appealing alternative to traditional employment, particularly for professionals seeking autonomy, flexibility, and control over their career, it is not without substantial challenge. Issues such as income instability, lack of job security, absence of employees' benefit, and complex legal and regulatory obligations pose significant hurdle for freelance accountants. As such, although the gig economy can offer rewarding opportunity, its sustainability depends on the development of support mechanism, regulatory clarity, and targeted training, particularly for early career professionals. Understanding and addressing this challenge is essential for policymakers, educators, and professional body aiming to support the evolving landscape of accounting profession. That finally ends my presentation for today. Thank you very much.